Lone Star Community Radio presents the Lone Star Radio Hour. For the next hour, you will hear locally produced radio plays from different groups around Montgomery County. If you're interested in the Lone Star Radio Hour and you want us to run one of your programs that you produced, just contact us at lscrstudios at gmail.com. If you are interested in recording your own show here at the studio, you can just contact us. And we're also looking for sponsorships for this time slot. So, again, just contact us at lscrstudios at gmail.com. You can also visit the Lone Star Radio Hour online at irlonestar.com/LSRH. That's irlonestar.com/LSRH. For all the plays on on-demand format. The following radio play you're about to hear is produced by the Players Theater Company in Conroe, Texas. For more information on the Players, check them out online at www.owentheater.com/players.
Live from the studios of Lone Star Internet Radio, located in the glittering arts and entertainment district in downtown Conroe, Texas, comes the Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour. This is Dennis Nelson. Our episode this evening comes from the suburbs of the 1940s and is one of the most memorable situation comedies of all time, none other than The Life of Riley. The familiar title of the show is generally meant to express a life of lucky contentment. Chester A. Riley's life seems, however, anything but. A blue-collar husband and father, Riley seems to get himself and his family into all sorts of trouble, on the job and off. Played brilliantly by William Bendix on ABC and then NBC radio from 1944 to 1951, Riley has made his legacy last. The character has echoed throughout the decades in the forms of other situation coms and their dads. Notably on such television hits as The Flintstones, Married with Children, and The King of Queens. Probably the most memorable character of the series, aside from Riley himself, was that of Digby or Digger Odell. Digby, the local undertaker and Riley's neighbor, always gave advice that would help our working-class hero out of whatever predicament he had come across that week. Although at times predictable, Digby's dialogue delighted audiences with his pun-laden references to his own profession. The Life of Riley went on to its own second life on television and as a movie in the 1950s. William Bendix reprised his radio role for the film and most of the television series, but famous honeymooner Jackie Gleason played Riley during the show's first season on television. Enough about the stars of yesteryear. Let's introduce our own talented live cast of memorable players. Starring tonight as Chester A. Riley, we're proud to have the talented Larry Davis, a 25-year member of the theater, but new to the Players Theater Company. Portraying Peg Riley, the Honorable Judge Kathy Hamilton, known for her role in the Players' production of Our Town, and for having recently appeared in our episode of The Shadow. The suave Michael Wong appears as Junior. Michael was featured last month in our 75th anniversary episode of The War of the Worlds. Tonight, we also have the delightful Rick Sellers as Hawkins, who recently appeared in South Pacific and won a Monty Award for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical for his role in The Fantastics. Rick was also the lead in our pilot episode, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. Blakely will be portrayed by the distinguished Jim Walker, nominee for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy or Drama for his role in The Odd Couple. This year, Mr. Walker received a special recognition, Monty, for decades of expertise with the Players, both as an actor and a director. I'm sure you'll join me in thanking Jim for helping make the Players Theater Company the organization that it is today. And finally...
Dennis, do you mind if I interrupt you for a minute?
I guess not. It's only live radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the unsung hero of our program. He's the host of every episode, and some of us have come to call him the voice of the radio hour. That man is Mr. Dennis Nelson. Tonight, Dennis will make his debut on our cast, playing the role of Digby Odell. Good luck, Dennis. We're all counting on you.
Thank you very much, Larry. Tonight's hysterical episode of The Life of Riley will be starting in just a moment.
The Players Theater Company actively serves the community of Conroe, Texas, and Montgomery County. Every season, your talented friends and neighbors bring you 7 amazing shows on our stage. And now, even more through the Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour. There is always something going on, and we are always on the lookout for new volunteers. Whether you're a seasoned professional or new to the theater, our doors are open to you. We invite you and your talent to help us serve the community.
It's your effort and expertise that make our shows as good as they are. If you are interested in acting, directing, dancing, props, makeup, lighting, being a host or hostess, or any of the exciting areas on or off stage, we want you to join the Players Theater Company. Go to our website and join today. We look forward to meeting you. Go to theplayerstc.com. That's theplayerstc.com. Join today.
And now, on Lone Star Internet Radio, The Life of Riley, Jr. has 2 dates.
The Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour brings you The Life of Riley. Well, by now, everybody has wished everybody a happy 1948. But Chester A. Riley hopes that nothing happens to him in 1948 quite as hectic as what happened the last 3 days of 1947. It all started on the Monday evening before the New Year's Eve just passed. Riley had just come home from his work at the aircraft plant, and his big, broad face, usually wreathed in smiles, seems a mask of bitter misery.
Oh, hello, Riley. You're home from work early.
Work. Legal slavery. That's what that is.
Oh, I see. You had trouble with your foreman again?
Yeah, one of these days, I'm going to haul off and hit that Gus Hawkins right in that beak he's using for a nose.
Well, what was it this time?
He bawled me out for a half hour straight just because he caught me smoking.
Well, instead of sneaking off for a smoke, you should be working.
I was working. I was in the paint shop nailing up a no smoking sign.
Oh, fine.
You should have heard him treat me like I was a kid in front of everybody. Where's your brains, Riley? Smoking in a paint shop? You want to blow up the plant? Kill 500 men?
Well, he's right.
Whose side are you on, Peg? Me or 500 strangers? I'm surprised at you.
But you did a dangerous thing. Oh, now come on, dear, relax. Supper's almost ready. You go lie down.
Nah, I'm too tired. Burns me up to think a guy like Hawkins has so much power over me. He cracks the whip, and I gotta behave like a dumb beast. If he wore skirts, he'd make a perfect wife. You know, he could have fired me.
Oh, now, look, dear. Why don't you try to get along with this Gus Hawkins? Make a resolution this New Year's.
I made it already, only he's bigger than I am. Honest, he treats me like a dog. He passed me while I was eating my lunch today and said, "Tell me, Riley, are you enjoying your Alpo?"
Oh, dear. You need some cheering up. How about going out and celebrating New Year's Eve? We haven't done it in years.
Oh, well, we'll see. Where's the kids?
Well, Babs is spending the weekend at Joni's house, and Junior's next door at Egbert Gillis's. Oh, say, I need some money. I gotta buy Junior a new pair of shoes for the New Year's dance he's going to.
Dance? Junior is?
Yes, at the YMCA. It's his first dance.
Well, what do you know? Our little Junior dancing, a regular Martha Graham.
Well, he's a little young to go out, but after all, it's the YMCA.
Oh, don't worry. He'll be okay. He takes after me. I started stepping out when I was very young, too. And I was very popular. I used to pick and choose.
Oh, you did you?
Sure. Oh, I'd never go out with a girl unless she was a raving beauty. Oh, that was before I met you, of course.
What?
I didn't mean that the way you heard it, Peg. Is that you, Sonny?
Yeah, Pop. Mom, did my suit come back from the cleaners?
Oh, yes, it's back, dear.
Getting all set for the dance, huh, son?
Yeah.
Oh, I envy him, Peg. New Year's Eve at the YMCA, his first mad fling.
What, Pop?
Oh, there's nothing like youth, especially when you're young. Who are you going with, son, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind.
Well, who's the lucky one?
Fatso Fendelkraut.
Oh, well, that's a cute name for a little girl. Fatso. Fatso Fingelkraut? That round boy with the pointy head?
Well, it's not so pointy.
You're going with a boy to a dance?
Well, I thought you were taking a girl, Junior.
Who wants to take a girl?
Peg, do you remember I told you someday I would have to have a little talk with Junior? Today's the day.
Well, gee, Pop. Why are you making such a big fuss about this dance?
Now, wait a minute. Let's sit down on this bench, son. You see, son, it's time you realize there are two kinds of people in the world. Girl people and boy people. And them that aren't boy people are girl people. That's a fact.
Gee, everybody knows that.
Well, what I'm driving at is, well, it ain't only human beings. Take, for instance.
Pop. Again with the birds and the bees?
No, this time I'm using spiders. What I mean is, boys should take girls to this dance. Don't you like girls?
Yeah, they're okay. Sometimes.
Well, then why don't you ask one?
Well, I don't want to.
I know why. I'll bet you're scared.
Well, you see.
So that's it, son. I know just what you're going through. I went through the same thing.
You did?
Sure. When I was 15, I had to go to my first dance. And I was shy, too, and I had to make a choice. Either I'd take your mother, of course she wasn't your mother then, either her or I'd go with Butch Grogan, the fullback on the football team. So I suffered just like you're suffering, but in the end, I took your mother. And today, when I take stock and see the happy little family I got, I'm so glad I didn't take Butch Grogan.
Well, Pop, I'd like to ask a girl, but, well, I get all twisted up.
Oh, don't worry. I'll tell you what to say. Come on. Let's go in the drugstore and we'll use the phone.
Oh, Pop, I don't wanna.
Now, who would you like to ask?
Well, Betty Blakely, I guess. She's okay.
Henry Blakely's kid, our landlord?
Yeah.
Well, he'll appreciate this. There's nothing like staying on the good side of your landlord. If you take out his daughter, maybe he'll unblock our sink. Now, here's a nickel. You go inside that booth and you phone Betty.
Oh, I can't, Pop. Honest, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? What is there to asking a girl for a date?
Well, it's easy for you to talk. You don't have to do it.
Oh, well, I'll do more than talk. I'll show you.
What are you going to do, Pop?
You just watch my technique. I'm going to ask a dame for a date.
On the level?
Sure.
But, Pop, a real woman?
Sure, you don't think I'd call up a dummy.
Oh, Pop, you can't.
Shh. Hello? Is that you, kitty? I've been thinking a lot about you lately. This is your dream boat.
Pop!
Sorry, say baby. Baby, how's about you and me stepping out New Year's Eve? You know, dance, a show. You know, the works. You will? Oh, now you're talking, gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. It's a date. Goodbye. There. You see how easy it is, Junior?
Pop! Who was that?
Your mother.
Oh, Mom. I thought it was a real woman.
Junior.
I mean, well, it's different with Betty. She's not my mother.
Well, your mother's not my mother either. Now go on. Here's another nickel. Phone Betty.
Well, okay. But if I get stuck or anything...
I'll tell you what to say.
Hello? Is Betty? Oh, hello, Betty. This is,
Junior.
I'm Junior. I'm in Witherspoon's drugstore and,
How about stepping out with me?
Well, how about stepping out with me,
New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
To the Y dance, gorgeous.
To the Y dance, gorgeous. What? No, nobody's prompting me. I can't help it if I sound dopey. Yeah, well, is it okay, Betty? You will? Aw, thanks. Goodbye, gorgeous.
You see, Junior, it was a cinch. Now you got a girl.
Not yet. She said she'd let me know.
So that's her game. She's stalling us.
What do you mean?
Well, it's an old trick. She's stringing us along in case something better turns up.
Oh, no.
Oh, don't tell me. Same trick is played on me dozens of times. And something better always turned up. Don't you fall for it or you'll be left high and dry New Year's Eve. You ask another girl, Junior.
Oh, no, Pop. I don't think I oughta.
Let me do the thinking. Now, who else would you like to go with?
Well, there's Angela.
Okay, you call up this Angela and make a date.
Pop,
Put a nickel in the slot.
you really think I should?
I wouldn't tell you to do it if I didn't. This is costing me a fortune in nickels.
Well, if you say so.
Of course. You gotta learn how to beat these women at their own game.
Hello? Is that you, Angela? Well, this is Junior. I was wondering if you and, if you would like to go to the Y dance with me, New Year's. You would? Ah, that's swell, Angela. Yeah, okay, goodbye. Pop, she said yes.
Well, good. Don't you feel better now?
Ah, gee, yeah.
You see, the old man knows best. Come on, let's go. Oh, wait, the phone. Hello? Yes, he's here. It's for you, Junior. Who knows you're here?
Hello? Oh, hello, Betty. You will? Oh, no. No. There's nothing wrong. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pop, Betty said she'll go with me to the dance.
Fancy that.
Well, what'll I do now? I've got 2 dates.
Son, I've got news for you. You're on your own. Where is this Angela's house?
Around the corner, but let's not do it. Let's go home, Pop.
But you can't have 2 dates. You didn't want to phone her, so we're gonna have to tell her in person.
Well, that's just as bad.
Oh, stop worrying. I'm going with you, aren't I?
But what do I tell her?
If you get stuck, I will help you. Did you ever steer you wrong?
Well, no. Not in the last 30 seconds.
Junior, I'm hurt.
Here's the house.
Oh, one of these new ones.
Yeah, they just moved in.
Well, ring the bell. Ring the bell.
I feel awful.
Oh, stop worrying. This is a cinch.
What are you looking for in their mailbox?
I'm just snooping. Bill from the gas company. Final notice. Ha, ha, ha. I ain't the only deadbeat in the neighborhood. Gus Hawkins?
Oh, that's Angela's father.
Oh, that is funny. Gus Hawkins. That's the same name as my miserable foreman. My foreman. He lives here. I remember he moved into a new house. He'll fire me. I told you we shouldn't have come here. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah? Well, it's you, Riley. Come in. What brings you here?
I just dropped in to say hello. Goodbye.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the rush? Is this your kid?
No, never saw him before. Yeah, it is my kid.
Fine-looking boy. So, you're the young Casanova who's dating my little Angela.
Well, the fact is, Mr. Hawkins...
Say, I'm tickled pink about this, Riley. Angela was dying to go to this dance, but nobody asked her. And then your boy called. It's like a miracle. Oh, little darling was in heaven. So excited. Right away, she had to go downtown with her mother to buy her a dress. Oh, I told her to get something classy. After all, her first dance, only child. So what if it cost me $30? It's worth it. She's a wonderful little girl.
Yes, she is. Well, in that case, maybe you shouldn't. She shouldn't go with my junior. He's nothing much.
You're some kidder, Riley, old pal.
What I mean is, what I'm driving at.
Something you want to tell me, Riley?
Well, first have a cigar, Mr. Hawkins.
Thanks. Forget that Mr. Hawkins. The name is Gus.
Well, you see, Mr. Gus.
Say, this reminds me about you smoking in the paint shop today. The superintendent wants to fire you.
He does?
Yeah, but don't worry. I'll fix things up for you as a personal favor.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's the least I can do for you. Your kid's dating my kid for a first dance. Oh, that's pretty important. And who knows? Someday you're Junior and my Angela.
Let's go, Junior.
Well, aren't you going to tell him, Pop?
Tell me what?
About,
Riley, why did you clamp your hand over the kid's mouth for?
Buck teeth. I gotta keep pushing them in. Come on, Junior.
We'll get back to the second act of The Life of Riley in just a second.
The Players Theatre Company began in 1967 as the Little Theatre of Conroe and produced shows on the Conroe High School stage and then in a former plumbing supply store at the corner of Galveston and Robertson Streets. In 1979, the group helped to clean and restore the Crichton Theatre, where we operated for nearly 30 years as the Crichton Players. In 2008, we moved into our current residence at the Owen Theatre.
The Owen Theatre is an intimate, soft-seat venue which seats approximately 250 people and is home to the Players Theatre Company. This building was constructed in 1946 as a Wiesner Pontiac GMC dealership. It is owned by the City of Conroe and has been renovated to accommodate the production and presentation of live theatrical performances. It is noted amongst the sparkling arts and entertainment district of downtown Conroe, where spectacular shows are performed to eager fans year-round, where art galleries line the streets with creative offerings for collectors of every strata.
Be sure to get your tickets for the holiday crowd pleaser, It's a Wonderful Life, opening Friday, November 29th. In the new year, we'll be bringing you the sequel to one of our most popular musicals, Nonsense 2, The Second Coming, opening Friday, January 24th. For subscription information and for tickets, please go to owentheatre.com. That's OwenTheatre.com.
And now, back to The Life of Riley.
Pop, what am I going to do?
Do about what?
About Angela and Betty. Here it is, New Year's Eve, and we still don't
Well,
know it.
I am thinking about it.
You have been saying that for the last 3 days.
Well, give me another day and I'll have it all straightened out.
Oh, will you wake up? It's New Year's Eve. Junior should be on his way to the dance right now.
Boy, what a jam you got me in.
That's gratitude after all I've done for you. I ain't like other fathers. You wanted a date? I got you two. Oh, what a mess.
Well, why don't you do something about it?
Well, don't put it all on me, Peg. It's your problem, too. You own 50% of this boy. And the way I feel now, I would sell out my share for 10 cents on the dollar.
Mommy, it's getting late.
Oh, Riley, I should have known better to rely on you. I should have done something myself. Well, it's not too late.
Yeah, that's right. You go ahead. Go on.
I'm going to phone Mr. Blakely.
No, you can't do that. Are you forgetting he's our landlord? He will get sore and evict us.
He can't evict us without a reason.
Oh, he'll find some silly reason, like I haven't paid the rent for the last 3 months.
All right, then. I'll call up Angela's father, Mr. Hawkins.
Well, that's even worse. I'll get fired.
But, Pop, he wouldn't fire you.
Stay out of this, Junior. This ain't your affair.
For heaven's sake, Riley, you got the boy into this. The least you can do is help.
Hello?
Hello, Riley. Hawkins. What's keeping your boy?
Well, you see, Mr. Hawkins...
Angela's been ready for the last hour. You should see her in her white party dress. Looks like a little bride.
Well, there is something. A fact is, Mr. Hawkins...
Nothing wrong, I hope. Junior is coming, isn't he? Hey, if he didn't, that would be...
Oh, don't worry. He's coming. He left an hour ago.
Then why isn't he here?
Well, you know, young boy, some little thing may have happened to delay him, like falling in an open manhole or some other...
What's that?
Nothing. He's on his way. Goodbye.
Well, I'm glad you finally made a decision.
It's out of my hands now. Junior, you better go call for Angela. Hello?
Hello, Riley. Where's Junior?
I just told you he left an hour ago. Oh, Mr. Blakely, it's you.
Well, who did you think it was? Where's that kid of yours? He should have been here an hour ago. My little Betty is sitting here on tender hooks.
Well, unhook her. Junior will be there soon. Goodbye.
Pop, what did you tell Mr. Blakely that for?
It's worse than ever now. Honest, Riley. Why don't you ever use your head?
That's the trouble. I've been using it.
Ah, geez. What am I going to do?
I don't know. Give me 5 minutes alone, and I'll figure out something. Maybe some fresh air will clear out the cobwebs from my brain. There must be some spiders in there, too. Oh, what a mess. No matter what I do, I get in deeper and deeper and deeper.
Oh, cheer up. Eventually you must hit the bottom.
Who's that?
It is I, Digby Odell, the friendly undertaker.
Oh, I didn't see you, Digger. It's so dark here on the porch.
Greetings, Riley. You're looking fine. Very natural.
What brings you here, Digger?
I just dropped by to give you one of my 1948 calendars. This poem on it is one that I wrote myself. Happy New Year, one and all. May this calendar remind you, as you travel down the road of life, I'll be right behind you.
Well, that's fine, Digger.
Well, tell me, Riley, why so glum on this merry New Year's Eve?
I got trouble with my boy.
Oh, yes, boys can be a problem. Yesterday, a gang of scamps stole a sign from a dress shop and hung it on the door of my business establishment. Oh, I was devastated.
Well, why? What did the sign say?
It said, "Let us give you the new look."
Look, Junior's trouble is that he dated 2 girls for New Year's.
Oh, that is a predicament. An identical thing happened to me once.
Yeah? You dated 2 girls? What did you do?
I tried everything. Finally, in total desperation, I was able to dig up another man.
Well, no, Junior couldn't do that. You see, one of the girls, her father's my landlord, and if Junior breaks the date, he'll evict me.
How unfair. I also own property, but once I move a person in, I I let him stay there.
The other girl is my foreman's kid, and he'll fire me.
Well, you could always come and work for me. I've got an opening, and I'd love to see you fill it.
No, I gotta think of something else.
I shall ponder with you. Yes. Well, suppose Junior doesn't take either girl. For a valid reason, of course.
Yeah, like if he was sick and had to go to bed. Well, say, there's a lot of flu going around. I could say, I'll do it.
Ah, bully for you.
Oh, thanks, Digger. Now I feel like a new man. I was really licked, but you put me on my feet.
I did? Well, in your case, I suppose I'll make an exception. Cheerio. I'd better be shoveling off.
Junior,
Pop, it's almost 9 o'clock.
don't worry. I got it all figured out.
Well, who am I going with? Angela or Betty?
Neither.
Neither?
Yeah.
Gosh, then they'll both be sore.
No, they won't. In a few minutes, they'll call up and say, where's that late son of yours? And I'll say, my late son is sick in bed. I'll tell them it happened suddenly. I'll say a flu germ flew in through a hole in the screen and bit ya.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but wait. But you can't go to the dance. Now you go out and have a good time somewhere else. Go to a movie. Here's $1.
Aw, thanks, Pop. Happy New Year.
Same to you, son. And remember, anytime you run into one of these little problems, come to me. Oh, I'm beat. What a day. I think I'll lie down and relax for a few minutes. Oh.
Well, so long, Pop.
Now, wait, Junior. Before you go, don't forget to say Happy New Year to your mother.
Oh, okay. Mom!
In here, Junior.
Mom, everything's okay. Pop fixed things. I'm not going with either one.
Well, I'm glad it's settled.
Yeah, I'm going to the movies.
Are you catching cold?
No.
You have caught cold. Your face is flushed. Come here, let me feel your forehead.
Aw, Mom, I'm okay.
Why, you're hot. You've got a fever. You're not going out tonight, young man.
Aw, no, Mom.
You get right into bed. There's an awful lot of flu going around.
Yeah, but I feel fine. Achoo!
Oh, dear. I'll go next door and borrow the Gillis's hot water bottle. Now, I want to find you in bed when I get back.
Okay, we'll get in bed. Geez, some New Year's Eve.
Waiter, I'll have another order of Alpo and put it on Hawkins' check. Peg, she's at the door. Peg. Oh, a man can't take a nap for 5 minutes without something happening to him.
Riley, where's that boy?
Oh, Hawkins.
It's after 9 already. Angela's waiting in my car. Where's that boy?
Well, you see, he's sick. Flu. He bit a germ.
What are you trying to hand me? You said he left an hour ago.
Well, yeah, but...
Riley, if you think you could push one over around me, you've got another thing coming.
Oh, there you are, Riley.
Mr. Blakely, what are you doing?
Where is that boy of yours? You said he left an hour ago.
Well, I did, but he's sick.
Sick? I don't believe it.
Honest, he's sick. Ask Mr. Hawkins here.
I don't believe it either.
Now look, Riley, my Betty's waiting in the car.
Wait a minute. Your girl is... So that's it, Riley. That boy of yours made 2 dates. 2 dates!
Well, can I help it if he's so popular?
Riley, if you know what's good for you, your boy better take my Betty.
If he knows what's good for him, he'll see that his kid takes my Angela.
If I knew what was good for me, I'd have stayed a bachelor.
Riley, what's the matter? Oh, hello, Mr. Blakely. Anything wrong?
My Betty's waiting in the car, and your husband's giving me some cock and bull story about Junior being sick.
Well, he is sick.
He is? I mean, you see, he is.
I just went next door to get this water bottle.
That a girl, Peg. You're doing great.
There's something phony here.
Well, if you don't believe me, you can look in his room.
Peg, no.
Come on, you can see for yourself.
All right, I will.
Peg, don't overdo it.
Here's his room.
Riley, get away from that door.
Wait a minute. We better ask him how he's feeling first. Junior, you're too sick to see anybody, aren't you? You see, he's so weak we can't even hear his answer.
What is it, Pop?
Well, it's me, kid. Junior, what are you doing in bed?
I'm sick.
Well, are you gentlemen satisfied now?
Well, yeah, he does look kind of flushed.
Junior, you are sick. Oh, thank heavens. He's sick. Peg, what are you standing there for? Go get a hot water bottle. Oh, Junior, my little boy, speak to me.
The Rileys will be back in just one moment.
Are you looking for a unique way to promote your local business and support the arts at the same time?
If your answer is yes, then you have a groundbreaking opportunity right now to tell the world about your business.
Promote yourself and the arts in Conroe by advertising on this very program.
Imagine your company's name mentioned here in a radio spot, complete with actors, music, and sound effects. We reach not only Conroe, Montgomery County, and Texas, but many countries worldwide.
The advertising contained in this program airs not only once, but several times, and then is included with the archived program for on-demand listening.
Rates are much less than you might expect, so contact Dick Chisler, General Manager at Lone Star Internet Radio for more details.
Call today at 832-335-9646 or send an email to dick@irlonestar.com.
Don't wait. Claim your radio spot and get the word out about your business today.
Well, Junior, you finished writing that resolution like I told you?
Yeah, I'm all finished. There.
Now read it.
Ah, Pop.
Read it.
Well, okay. I hereby resolve that I will never again interfere in other people's affairs, and I hereafter will mind my own business.
Okay, now give it to me and I'll sign it. And I hope this will be a lesson to me.
We hope you enjoyed this hilarious episode of The Life of Riley. Next month, the Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour invites you to celebrate the holidays as we proudly present A Christmas Carol on Saturday, December 14th. Tonight's technical credits go to Dick Schistler, sound engineer and producer for Lone Star Internet Radio. Our sound effects were performed live and from scratch without the use of any recordings by Vanessa Kilgore under the leadership of Foley Captain Laura Lang. Our music this evening was improvised and performed by Marita Kilgore. Commercial announcers were Carol Halley and the debonair Rick Sellers. Special thanks go to Kathy Cook, owner of the Gallery off the Square in downtown Conroe, for the use of her space for rehearsal purposes. Be sure to stop by her gallery located at 202 North Main in Conroe, Texas, and view breathtaking classic American and Thomas Kincaid artwork, and enjoy refreshments in Chelsea's Tea Room. Tell her you heard about the gallery on the Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour. Also visit her online at galleryoffthesquare.net. Tonight's cast were Larry Davis as Riley, Kathy Hamilton as Peg, Michael Wong as Junior, Rick Sellers as Hawkins, Jim Walker as Blakely, and yours truly, Dennis Nelson, as Digby Odell. This episode was directed by Terry Lynn Hale. Series producer on behalf of the Players Theater Company was Timothy Eggert. The Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour was created by Craig Campobella and Dick Schistler, exclusively for the Players Theater Company. Tonight's radio drama was performed live from the studios of Lone Star Internet Radio in Conroe, Texas, on Saturday, November 23, 2013, and was recorded for encore broadcasts. Visit irlonestar.com every month for freshly archived episodes, like last month's 75th anniversary episode of The War of the Worlds, which is now available on demand for your listening pleasure. Thank you so very much for joining us. From the glittering arts and entertainment district of downtown Conroe, Texas, this is Dennis Nelson, wishing you a very pleasant evening and a happy tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Lone Star Radio Hour here on Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget, the Lone Star Radio Hour airs every Sunday at 7 p.m. on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you want to join and be part of the Lone Star Radio Hour with your own radio play, contact us today at lscrstudios@gmail.com. We are also looking for support for this time slot, so if you're interested in sponsoring this time slot, contact us again at lscrstudios@gmail.com. And don't forget, this radio play was brought to you by the Players Theater Company in Conroe, Texas. For more information about the Players, please check them out online at owentheater.com/players.